of both TI8 and TI9, returning champions OG are here to fight for their third TI championship in a row. Unveiling a new roster that includes TI champions Sumail and experienced TI competitor Saksa, they had an impressive third place finish with a 10-6-4 in the TI10 group stage after qualifying through the Western Europe qualifier. Puppy himself said, OG is a well-respected team and great to practice with, and he has always wanted to meet them on the TI stage. And now it is becoming a reality. Known for their aggressive plays and momentum capitalization, OG is widely considered a top contender at the International 10.
Hell yeah, there's a Finnish broadcast as well.
Yeah, there's a Finnish broadcast?
Yeah. From like the national television thing. So they even have their own like commentators.
They're really nice though.
Yeah, since especially this game there's both Finnish representatives in this game. Atumbaman and Topson.
Atumbaman, Topson, and wait, only two, right?
Yep. That's all of them.
Team Secret has over
one of them
several
wins, it's basically
years
like
proven that they are one of the best performing teams, taking first place at 8 major tournaments in a row. And now they're here to prove that they can take that skill from majors to the international stage as they compete against the champions of the last 2 years. While OG is known for their aggressive plays, Team Secret is known for their diversity and their patience. Finishing out group stage in second place with a 10-6, will the puppy wall be the thing that sends OG to the lower bracket? That is the question of this matchup. It's two very unique play styles that directly contrast each other. Gentlemen, we will take a quick look at a recap of Secret's journey to the International.
Time has been bought for Secret to turn up. Matu's going again straight for No-Tail. No-Tail actually has to separate himself this time around. They've got the silence out of Matu. Can they kill him off? Matu wants the enrage. He's still got the BKB. He's going to pop his standing down. Turner will set. Puppy comes in with the tether, keeping him alive. The snowball comes up for Yapso. Matu.
Oh my god, he's alive.
Finally, he's going to be able to live. He's going to be able to live. He gets out of there. Puppy with the save. They've killed off a fourth. The Saxa goes down. I mean, it's just too much for OG. God. It's too much. They cannot deal with Secret here. Can they kill this PA? No.
He's jumping away.
He's away once more. Over towards Puppy. He goes. Matu's out. Now they're ready to turn. Woo! Matu's back in. Ravage out. Zai is ready to go for more. There's the backup required as they jump in onto S4. A Wukong's command comes immediately to an end. As it's getting messy.
Into the fourth staff. Okay, they're going in
as well. They're going in deep here under the tier 4s. But they've got the control on Nico Baby. Playing around with his morph. He's trying to get back towards his fountain. They're not going to let him. They're not going to let him. As Matu's in with the bashes, they're calling it. They want the pain to end here, Alliance. As game 3, it was another game 1 hit. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, with Team Secret taking the game, taking the series, they are the champions here at Dream League Season 14, this EU Upper Division. Team Secret, your champions once again.
Really good foresight play by Puppy here.
Tusk might be in trouble too. He's got shards maybe to get some distance in a snowball
nice.
high ground. That's well done.
Do you see a combo play? He knows about the creeps to get vision, and then he managed to snowball up there because of it.
See the wall fight onto Matuma-Man. Matuma-Man is ready to go, but onto the side. Tuamo goes straight in with the charge. Over towards Puppy. Nisha down towards the two of them. This is going to be the invis for now. Keeping Tuamo safe. He gets away with the Trickster Cloak over to the side. They're on top of Dead. Dead. He's been bashed up in control, but Dead. He's able to get the G's off. He gets a second chance at living here. Dead still alive. Finally falls to the side, but as Dead's gone, buys back over to the side, play hard, rolls in, onto Yapsor. If they're able to push back Yopaj continue to be chased down by Matumbaman. Matumbaman staying the bash is there. Yopaj taken down. Dromwell is well in trouble. And Secret, the final third. Flyback's coming out for the three of them, but Skev, he needs help and he needs it now.
Where's the bat?
BKB, the four of them focusing down. Skev's trying to go for the TP out. Is he able to make it in time? He isn't. The stone comes in as the BKB comes to an end.
Morphling on the run here, low on mana, doesn't have a way out of this one. He's just going to be slowly burned out unless Matumbaman can somehow save him, maybe Appstore as well. He's got enough to be able to jump out with a waveform. Call going in, now with the egg on the side here. Oh dear, he actually gets the call and he runs away. He's still alive through all of this one, Nico Baby. He charges in with the Aang Swell, but that's just an Aeon Disc on Yapstor. He's going to continue to slow down Nico Baby's side. He meets him around the corner and says, "Are you looking for me, punk?"
Team Secret had 950 points in the DPC, but what is it that really makes them truly powerful? There's a little, not only are they great Dota players, but there's also like that mental game also in play here. Lizard, tell me a little bit about how the mental game works, OG and Team Secret.
So I already said that mental warfare is probably the most important thing coming into TI more than any other tournament, right? Because your emotions get over you. It doesn't matter like who you're playing against and where you're playing versus a team that's as strong as Secret. It can get tough for OG, especially as they don't have the same roster that was lifting them up. If you remember Jerax and Tiny Airlines and whatnot, that lightens the mood always. But what I've seen from Secret, not in this walkout, like when they were going to the booth, they looked very serious. However, in their games, I've seen some clowny business. I've seen some mechs being dropped on the ground in middle of team fights, laughter, just enjoying themselves a lot. And I think there's something changed about them. This might be the TI.
Yeah, on the flip side, you know, you can argue OG is the type of team that I think NoTail tweeted that like he really wanted the crowd to be there because it amplifies them. And something that I've noticed with OG too is that they, I think as a result of that, knowing that they feed off of that, they're upping their game for mental warfare. They're using, you know, I think they used Arteezy's significant other's chat line in a game, I believe, against them. There's also, you know, they're like question marking in all chat, and it sounds so goofy and it sounds so silly, but it's not, because they won 2 TIs doing this. They're the team that started this trend of people taking mental coaching a lot more seriously. So you could argue that OG has also upped the ante this time around as well, even with no crowd.
Oh, do you think it's more about propping yourself up, right, than anything else?
I think for OG specifically, I think a lot of it's seen as sort of like clowny or even bordering on BM, but to them, it's just them enjoying the game, loving the game, and having fun. I think that's really what propels them. I think you were mentioning Team Secret. They always come into TI as favorites, or most years. This year, there's no crowd, and they've sort of taken a bit of a break, right? Mentally reset themselves.
Right.
And you mentioned they're having more fun in the games. I think we might see like a different Secret at TI, at least for the playoffs.
A different kind of Secret. What do you mean by that? How are they different?
Team Secret, like I think for the past few years, I think they're the best team in the world outside of TI. Like they dominate the meta for so much. Like when I was trying to learn what was like the groundbreaking Dota strategies, I would always look at Team Secret. And then they always, you know, they go to TI, they get 5th, and then they get 4th, and these would be disappointing placements for them. Like 5th and 4th are very respectable, but not what you expect out of a squad that shows this level of caliber throughout the year.
Yeah, they had 8 like major tournaments in a row that they won. Not DPC major, but like major in terms of, you know, $100,000 to $500,000 prize pools, something like that. They won 8 in a row.
And the finals were stomps too.
Yeah, like complete they were just stomps, yeah.
3-0 grand finals, one grand final after another. I was paneling most of them and felt like, okay, here we go. Secret comes in, it's a 3-0, going home early tonight, I suppose. But coming into this series, Slack said something interesting. He has his conspiracy theory that they were, you know, 4 months away from tournaments in order to hide their strategies and also to give themselves that mental break and change something, come into the TI in a little bit of a different way. I think they've accomplished that.
I actually remember watching some major at some point, and they were interviewing Zai, and he was saying that for that major, they hadn't actually been scrimming up until like the 2 weeks before, other than boot camp, and so like the 2 week boot camp, and so it seems like they have had that mentality before, and they respect that mentality, and now they're actually doing that for TI rather than just these other tournaments. Perhaps it's because they took TI way more seriously, so they like changed it up, and now they're like, you know what, we're just gonna do what we did to win all of the other tournaments.
Yeah, actually, I remember, I think MDO Disneyland, they won that major. I don't think they played a single scrim before that tournament.
Yeah, that was actually, I think that was probably
they did scrim before the tournament.
Yeah.
That's some confidence. Is that a confidence thing, or is that like the super secret strat about being secret?
Did they scrim a lot before any major? Because they went out in the wild cards.
It's hard to say. That's hard to say. We didn't get many interviews.
I mean, the MDO Disneyland one, that was like 2018. Yeah. I don't know. I think after they got fourth in Singapore, they're sort of qualified for TI. They decided to like straight set their eyes on TI. I think they're very goal-oriented.
I think that's something very similar to IG. You could see their games in DPC Season 2. They would even end them really quickly if things go wrong, just because they're focusing on the games, on the future.
I like that we can see OG and they're just looking up at the monstrous versions of themselves. Like, they're really enjoying the moment, and that's good to see for a team that, you know, obviously does incredibly well whenever they're enjoying the moment.
I like that so much, though. Like, you're at the main stage. I know it's OG. They're the best at dealing with TI pressure, but they've won 2 TIs. They're still enjoying the moment.
Yeah,
like,
that's good. It's so important.
Like, look at where we are. Remember how we got here, and
remember
like, believe
in
each other. You know,
yeah.
I feel like they made Saxa a little bit smaller, actually.
They may have.
Yeah, they may have.
I think
he is a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to your point about enjoying themselves, there is actually, if you rewatch True Sight, Seb, coming into the grand finals, he says, guys, we already won this. Just enjoy yourself. And that's it, right? If you enjoy what you're doing, it's so much easier to play, because that's how you defeat fear, that's how you defeat anxiety, and just go all in.
Yeah, it's
Channel
true.
the energy.
It's true. OG is 100% a mental team. I remember there was something in the Omega League. We actually interviewed Seb, and we talked to him about like the nature of language, and he went off for like 3 minutes explaining that, you know, jokingly, like other teams literally steal the words that they use because they're so important for winning the game, bringing these extremely complicated concepts and making them very simple. So OG is all about the out-of-game stuff.
Tell me a little bit about their in-game stuff as well, because they're, as we mentioned earlier, they have 2 completely different play styles, with Secret maybe being a little bit more patient and OG being maybe a little bit more aggressive. Tell me a little bit about that, AUI.
So I think Team Secret this tournament, more than any other team, not just this tournament, but historically, I'll see an enemy team run up the high ground into all 5 of their heroes. Puppy will be in front, they'll kill him, he'll buy back, and they'll win the fight.
Yeah.
And this consistently happens. They're less of a timing team, and they're more like waiting for their good fight. They will always wait for the perfect fight. OG, on the other hand, I think they're honestly a bit of a misunderstood team. People see them as this hyper-aggro team, which they are. But I think mostly they're like a timing-based team. There's like an on switch for them, and as soon as they hit their timing, they're ready to go, and they never stop. As long as you can pressure your opponent, they're down to like bring all the numbers they need.
Yeah, I remember watching a clip from No Tail stream where he was breaking down their TI-8 win, and this also goes back to the nature of the language that they use, and I absolutely loved it. Like, half the stream was him just memeing because he's a huge memer, but then the other half was like golden nuggets where basically he was like, yeah, so basically in this game, like, well, just Dota in general is like a game of cat and mouse, and as the game progressed, he was explaining the points where they were the cats and when they were the mice, and it's like these words that it sounds so silly and like almost childish, but it gives you a perfect idea of what their goal was at that point in the game. Like early game, OG, before the timings that you spoke about, what they do is they'll have Thompson like run in, not going for kills necessarily because he couldn't full to 0 the heroes he's trying to go for, but just to make space. Literally just to make space until they can get to that point where they become the cats, and then when they become the cats, they're just vicious killers.
Interesting. And Lizard, what about the roster changes? We talked about it very briefly earlier, but now that OG is not the same OG that we've seen the last 2 years, what are the effects on that?
I'm not sure if it's just them keeping the qualifier, win the qualifier, go on to the TI.
Barely win the qualifier.
Barely win.
Yeah.
Both TIs, like the storyline is literally repeating itself. But when it comes to Sux, I remember during Dream League Leipzig major, they still didn't even announce him, and Notel was talking to us a little bit. He was there and he said, yeah, this is a perfect player for us. Why? He doesn't have to think the same way we do. We will change that. We will adjust him. However, he is mechanically incredibly skilled. That's why he was top 2 on another TI, right, with DC before. So makes a ton of sense. He brings a ton of stability as well to the team, but in comparison to Jerax, maybe he does not necessarily have as much flair, and perhaps he doesn't bring as much when it comes to the emotional stability of the team.
Okay.
There aren't many players that can be as relaxed on a big stage as Jerax.
Well, here's the thing, though. The more you doubt, the more power it gives OG. I remember listening to Elon Musk speak about the simulation. I was thinking, man, this guy may have smoked a little too much with Joe Rogan. But now that OG is so doubted to win TI, and more doubted than before, I am 100% convinced we do indeed live in a simulation. You can't write a better storyline than this. You're doubting them live on the panel right before their game. This fuels them. I hope you realize. This travels through the ether of reality and gives them power. Look at Sumail.
So it's Kyle predictions and panel doubting them.
Yes!
That's it?
Everybody doubting them. All of the worldly doubt fuels OG.
Honestly, oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, AUI.
I was just going to say, OG looks pretty poised for a third-time fluke in a row, you know?
Well, he called it a fluke, so that still counts as doubting. You have to really mean it.
I mean, it's not flukes. I'm just saying, like, when you watch OG, you understand that they know things about Dota that I feel like they do better than any other team consistently.
All right, so AUI, give me like your 10-second description of Secret's biggest strength. We've talked a little bit about OG, but what about Secret?
I think Secret's biggest strength is that when they're waiting for the right fight, they're very patient, and they move around the map before and after fights the best out of any team at the tournament, I think. Like, Puppy will literally use like cardinal directions and just move his teammates around so you get the right angle. Even if it doesn't seem obvious at first, you'll be like, oh wow, that was a really good move.
Yeah, it's like Puppy's moving them all at once.
Yeah.
Basically.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it stems all the way back to the old school captains. You can really see the same thing in QQQ and ROTK and all these oldies. They do the same thing.
Awesome. So one more thing that I just have to ask. One of the things that we mentioned while we were talking over dinner about this series is that Secret was an informational-based team. Tell me about that. What makes them an informational-based team?
Well, I think a big thing is, like, Secret doesn't necessarily look for timings. It's not like, oh, you know, obviously to a degree they will. Every single team at TI will. It's like, oh, we have a BKB, they don't, let's go fight. But Secret is the type of team where, like, you'll have like 10 seconds left on your Ravage cooldown, and they will be smoked waiting on a high ground for you to walk up, and they'll fight you. Okay. So they use information better than a lot of other teams. And it's because it's their playstyle to just beat you when you don't have something available to you.
And to add on to that, I think Secret, as a team, they get the most information and they react to information the fastest. This team, traditionally, they push out the most waves. They will always have wave shove. They'll make the enemy show, you know, they'll get impatient, and that's why the enemy's actually running into them in the high ground, because they lost patience first. They're also, from what I've heard about their communications, I think they have, I mean, this is all hearsay because I've never been there, but everyone on that team talks a lot and provides a lot of information. I remember I saw this one series, I think it was with Vici, where they decided to put 3 heroes in the bottom lane, bring Puppy there, just so they could deward the camp. They get the hard pull off, which allows Yapster to be freed up, and then they save their glyph so that their puck can get 6 before the enemy storm. They coil him, and Yapster's there because the lane's in good position for Zai. These sorts of plays are all set up by your communications. Like, you have to execute as well, but it's really good planning and everything.
It's definitely communication, but it has to come from somewhere, and that thing is experience. The amount of experience that Puppy brings to the team, that these big captains bring to teams, it's difficult to beat because he has multiple mental models on a way that he can direct his team to play a different style in every single game. And he's surrounded by such talent that they're able to actually conform and move into different directions of different strategies. I think that's extremely important for them. If they're losing, they will never bow down and make these silly mistakes. They won't even desperate smoke out. They will continuously try to split push to buy themselves some more time, and they're the best at that.
One thing that really that has me wondering is how the current state of affairs of the world has affected TI for both of these teams. As you mentioned earlier, OG has no audience that No-Tail can feed off of, but at the same time, Team Secret, a very, very experienced team, they're probably not really sure what to do with this as well. There's no audience. They might have, like, there was no TI last year, so they don't have, like, the practice, the extra TI experience. Do you think that both of these teams will be suffering a little bit, or do you think that they're just ready, they're prepared?
Well, I would say that emotions are still running high. If you think about the majors, one team got devastated by a punctuation mark, so
right.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't really matter if you have the audience or not, but the build-up is even bigger because it's been longer. Mm-hmm. We've had 2 years of no TIs. Because of that, this is so important for every single team.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a question of, like, for different individuals, this would matter more or less. You know, going back to EG, I see EG as a team that they are, you know, desperate for number ones. They want to break the curse, whereas I feel like Team Secret, if they're coming into this with any mentality that's close to their major mentalities, well, it's the same. You know, there's no crowd. There's a lot of money on the line. It's the same thing. And so that's the one argument. Like, I don't remember who it was that said it, but it wasn't me, just so I don't get in trouble for this. But somebody said, I think it was Slacks, that Puppy isn't necessarily the type of guy that you would want to cry on his shoulder if you're losing the game. He's a great captain. He can, you know, tell you exactly what to do, but perhaps he rules with a bit of an iron fist. You know, No-Tail on the other side, Seb as well. These are the types of guys that they will, you know, pick you up. They'll deal with your emotions and fix them perhaps. And so the question is, will Team Secret just not need their emotions to be picked up because there are less of them now, and it's so similar to majors? Are they different from EG in that way? And I guess that's what we'll see today.
For sure.
AUI, did you have anything to add?
No, I was just thinking, it's because Puppy, he has this image of this very scary captain. But I've worked with him before, and he's actually sort of a goofball.
He's a nice guy.
Like, no, when you run into a goof, it's
see today. To be picked. Team Secret just not need. Will Team Secret just not need their emotions to be picked up because there are less of them picked up because will Team Secret just not need their emotions to be picked up because there are less of them now, not emotions and fix them perhaps? And so the question is, will Team Secret just not need their emotions to be picked up because there are less of them now, and it's so similar to majors? Are they different from EG in that way? And I guess that's what we'll see today.
For sure.
AUI, did you have anything to add?
No, I was just thinking, it's because Puppy, he has more stable.
He also end of the year.
Hobson, right?
They did.
But they did not meet Matu.
No.
And he was very sad about that.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just want to say that for all of you at home who aren't as lucky as me, I can look at Synderin like a few feet away from me at the drafter's desk, and he's shaking his head at Jenkins right now, and he was the one that told us it was Finland. What an expert!
Thank you, Sin.
Thank you.
When it comes to the coaches that you talk, I actually did talk to Soshka a little bit. I'm sad that he didn't manage to get here on TI, but he is still a side coach. They didn't abandon him. He's still with the team, as much as I understand. But
all right, cool. Well, it looks like we are ready for the first game of the series. Let's get it started.
OG versus Team Secret. Game 1.
Welcome to the draft panel once again, this time with OG versus Secret. Two teams with such high-skilled captains and drafters that it almost feels like the draft is a game in and of itself. To analyze this draft, my name is Plus, and I'm joined this time by two excellent members of the panel. It's going to be the high MMR player, Effie, even higher MMR
we got a draft, nice.
and the stoic and ex-pro.
I like how the Finnish broadcast was like, oh, it seems there is some extra delay, we are gonna take a break now and we are gonna exit the booth. So, 2 seconds later the draft starts.
Has been more of a meta dictating team than Secret has, at least in the last couple of events.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Yeah. Oh, this Haxa's best heroes in this one. I just hope we start seeing some good Haxa heroes.
10
like the
remaining.
Rubik and Skyrat have been kinda underwhelming in my opinion. But he did really well on Elder Titan.
OG's turn to pick.
Monkey. It's the monkey.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn Team to Secrets.
Mars. Interesting.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
？As long as we stay positive, we'll win.
Team Secret's turn to ban.
Ancient apparition.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
It's an invoker pick, easy. I just have a hunch.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Dusk.
I'm pretty sure it sucks a hero. I think it's actually hard to say because I feel like IO has to be 5 in this one.
5 seconds remaining.
So because of AA mostly, you cannot rely on him otherwise. But that would mean that Moss has to be like 3, and then you have double melee lane.
OG's turn to pick.
Morphling.
They already have AA themselves, so Morphling is free. Red Shaker is a nasty combo with it. This is rough. And there's the Invoker. I felt it.
Team Secret's turn to ban.
The mana burn is so good in this one. Also in general, like the tornado just dumpsters them.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They kinda could try Sep IO and like 5 Moss. But I don't know if it's good.
OG's turn
Just
to
the Gyro
ban.
ban. I thought Gyro might be bad. I mean good in general,
Turn
but
to ban.
with the AA blast I feel like it's too reliant on lifesteal. The external heals. But it's banned now, so let's not worry about it.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
I built the
remaining.
Invoker earlier because I was watching some older TIs and
OG's
Thompson was
turn
getting
to
countered by
ban.
Kunkka in mid lane and they banned the Kunkka
Team
themselves. So.
Secret's turn to pick.
I feel like nobody else plays Invoker. It has to be Thompson. I'm pretty sure
10
it's
seconds
such a
remaining.
task, but the Mars and IO are flex. They can be 5 or 3.
5 seconds remaining.
You're dead.
I think they would core IO, at least like a safe lane IO, like
You're dead.
not against an AA. I think it would just die. If you hit the AA blast, use the Earthshaker Morphling combo and bam, you're dead every single time. One of the lanes is gonna be super weak for OG.
Imba spirit.
It's fine, I guess.
10 seconds remaining.
There's interesting.
Warrior.
I actually like Ursa in this one. It might be really solid. It's still one of those heroes that can benefit greatly from IO. Yep. Zeb. I don't feel like Zeb's gonna play this like a core from 3 position. I think he's gonna be more Sumail buffing and all that. He's gonna do some stuff for sure. Like be richer in general, but I don't think he's gonna go like axe for damage or anything stupid like that. But they do have the thing like if Zeb gets the IO shard, the Earthshaker has hard time to blinking. They'll just get stunned every time. Unless he like BKBs prematurely. Yeah. It also works for Monkey King, Ember, even Morphling if they don't BKB. Makes more of them. Yellow. I think it like 9 to 12. I don't know what counts as a kill, like how soon you have to get the kills, but I think it's very high. Not gonna be over 30 minutes, that's for sure. And we get OD Pixel. Whoa!
I'm dead. I'm dead.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
There's many contenders though.
Oh, I feel better already.
这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Oh, he.
你这么菜，你的队友，你这么菜，你的队友不会。
Go. Smoke on smoke. Monkey King is going so fast. What do you mean? Then spray from safe. Dobson's really far away though.
The battle begins.
你这么菜，你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Methinks you wanted that.
I'm dead.
With my thanks. Never refuse gold given. Well played. I didn't think you had what it takes. I'll make you pay for this.
Huh? 我不理解。
Nothing interesting happened. Okay. Yeah, they got Puppy. Nice. It's a very interesting combo. Like this Tusk IO is actually a strong lane. It's one of the only ways you can actually IO3 effectively. So nice with the tag team and overshot.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's a madman Thompson. He's pushing it even more.
And then 2 ages of learning.
Why did you go back?
Soak it in! Now!
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Denied.
Radiant are scanning.
Got it.
They were the ice sword, because you could have gotten the mana with a stick.
That didn't happen. Give it not a second thought. Earth first.
Oh, now Zepa sucks are really deep in there. They don't get punished for this. They never will.
The flames rush forth.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Haha, the trick.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Both teams doing safe lane rotations.
Go, give it.
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Captured in the flame.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What?
The flame dies out.
That's absolutely perfect. What the fuck? They're eating like an open book. What? Wow.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire structures are fortified.
Space Creator.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gold and sweet. Excellent.
Find anything?
For you. What's the opposite of regicide?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They have still more sentries, but
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I mean, Dobson has no mana for this, so where are they going? Actually gonna rush now? They'll never see this coming, honestly. Never ever. Do they?
Dire's top tower.
Wow, now they know, they know! This is bad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is very bad.
Takes the lives of two. My thanks.
That's a greedy move, but that's a nice move. Damn, they got so lucky they haven't spawned by.
Radiant structures are fortified. Scanning.
No.
It's the creep set.
What about it?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
At least the mid tower.
Speedy rune of haste.
Scouting is kinda rough. I think they know now though.
Time for a date.
They are ready for this. This is bad. They have echo and everything.
Scanning.
They're trying to go again into an echo slam. Manta style. Oh wait. It looked like the IO is making a Manta style. But it was still morph.
Maybe I'll have a nap. Suck it in! They rot the stomp of a clash of bone. Never refuse gold given.
All under a war. This is.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Execution style! Crunchy! These embers swell.
Nice, they actually turned it. Beautiful. They couldn't stop the Morphling escaping, but they got just about everything, and now they can get off. I hope they can. They should be. There's no echo or anything. They could maybe just yoink it. But no tells here watching.
Dire are scanning. Roshan has fallen to the dark.
This spirit burns immortal in me. Regeneration.
So nice that how Zeb relocated into that fight, so he timed out and went back to base. He TP'd back, he tethered back to the fight and got the mechanism out just before the Ice Blast, then he healed the entire team back up. Even Dobson died though to the Ice Blast. I mean, he entered the fight with the relocate, so it timed out, so he went back to base and TP'd back in. He didn't take anyone with him, he didn't save anyone, because they felt like they can still fight. And they did. Dobson.
Chained in searing heat.
Oh no, they're helping each other and dying for it.
Got it.
Radiant are scanning.
My waters rise.
Puppy just brings creeps into the triangle for easy Matu farm. I can still go. We do have echo, but not trying. This is bad. Ooh, Morphling is out of mana. The defuse is real. Too slow. Look at it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We saw right there. Nice. More. Hey, we stop wrecking. I think he's getting them all.
Take no joy. Another walk under the blade.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, some mail after all.
Drive us to kill blood from my claws.
Staying on both teams is real. Even with an AA again. I love the diffusal blade on Sumail. It helps in gats, but it also burns the mana from morphing. When he's morphing, he could totally run out and only get like half the strength. Or especially after like an EMP.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The losers of war left lifeless and torn.
This is beautiful.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Radiant's top tower is fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There goes the A system.
Use gold given. Trickster's rune of illusion.
Dire are scanning.
think he can hide the people in Snowball, so even if AA blast hits, they don't take damage during it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bringing 4 people for no pay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ember strength.
Swiftly
Now
from
rekindled.
forest shade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
My back's on both sides.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's a long Ross timer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower
Oh,
has
that's good
fallen.
defense.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Echo is over. As ignoring the course. Madu's dying here. Oh, yeah. Madu's age is on this. Just next to Rose Feet. I don't know if they don't have the damage to the Rose Feet. Maybe they do.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They do have the damage damage.
Your song has fallen to radiant.
The rune of invisibility.
Dobson doesn't even have travels.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower
Low mana though. You could maybe ignore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
3, 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
The rune of
Hobson has a
regeneration.
hex though, it's beautiful.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That was too slow.
我不这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Keep going first.
The slivers of the moon sing their song.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can't even describe it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Visibility.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Oh no, that's not enough. Oh, but it's ice.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Matu bought back, so
Radiant's top tower
it's
is
risky
under
though.
attack.
But they can still keep this siege going for ages now.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
If somehow Morphling dies once now, it could be a game for OG.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh. They didn't kill the Oh! Oh no. Oh.
Still 2 minutes and 30 seconds to rush apparently.
Dire are scanning.
Nice gun. Here! That's CG. Wow.
That is very hard to follow, man. Even I can't understand it.
How the fuck did that damage just happen?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Be ensnared in fire.
Dire's top tower is fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I was a nut.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Team Secret victory!
Yeah, the crash is so annoying. I really can't follow the crash.
This double shaker, even before those big levels come out for everybody, and Yapzor's greedy build does pay off with that Scotty later on, and OG, they try to run into it, but a couple too many deaths, especially on tops, and he ends 4-11, trying to be that support kind of style invoker, but does end up hurting them versus this secret draft.
Yeah, slowed down big time for him, and Sumail, trying his best. 14, 5, and 6, not a bad KDA, but everything else was falling a little too much around him, as Secret are able to cruise through in this late game and secure this game 40 minutes in. Game 1, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Team Secret.
Thank you very much, OD Pixel and Fog, for the cast of an amazing match. This puts Team Secret at 1-0. And you know what that means? If they win this next game, OG goes down to the lower bracket for the first time in 3 TIs. That is whoa.
Whoa, what an insane game. What an insane start of the day. First from the Spirits match and now into OG versus Secret. The quality of Dota, the way these two teams played, the chaos that OG did manage to siphon Secret into, but they just waited their timings, right? They got to those timings, and the moment you have Aghanims on Ember Spirit, Shaker Morph combo, everything changes.
I think specifically the itemization coming out of Team Secret was really interesting and cool to look at. Like Yapzor, he rushed a Scotty on a support Monkey King because he had no way to kite Ursa at all. And then all of a sudden you have 4 of Team Secret's heroes with some sort of jump mobility. You know, Morphling, Ember, Monkey King, Earthshaker, all going for the mobility abilities. And Sumail, he was destroying the game beyond godlike. But at the end of the day, he just couldn't output enough damage.
Yeah, I think the one fight where it was like the perfect timing in so many ways, where they had the Morph plus Shaker timing. I think they also had the Ember Ags at that exact point as well. And then in that fight, they finally were able to jump and focus Seb on the IO, who I believe had used BKB in the previous fight. And then after that point, it was just like...
That was around the pit, right?
Yeah, that was
the fight.
Right around the pit. And then for the rest of the game, it just looked like hugely Secret favorite. And I do want to give a shout out to Nisha on Ember Spirit. The amount of times that he like frame perfect dodged a spear or something like that into like killing 2 heroes. Yeah. I mean, they could have delayed even without that, but that really helps when you're trying to delay for this late game Morph Shaker timing and you've got somebody playing like that.
Right.
That makes it work.
And they looked broken, right? We were talking about OG and how they ramp up and they build for this one specific power spike. And in this game, even Invoker from that mid lane is playing more of a utility role. The items that they bought, the drums, the corrosion on Tusk, the medallion, Solar Crest, it's all, they didn't even buy a vessel, which was necessary when you think about playing versus a Morphling. No, you don't go for that. You just buff up that Ursa. That's why Sumail did have an ultra kill somewhere in that mid game around the tier 2. However, Morphling and Shaker, man, what the... It's been so broken for such a long time, and at such a grand stage, it just strikes again.
One of the things that I heard AUI talk about while we were sitting in the green room watching the matches, you said Ember is one of the best heroes right now.
He did say that.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Tell me a little bit about that. What makes you say that?
When I watch these games, I actually think Ember is going to be the hero of the tournament. Like, there's nothing really concrete. But in my head, like how he team fights, he's just going around a fight, providing vision. If you try to chase him, he has 5 remnants on his egg. He slides in between them. He creates so much chaos. And every time you look at the end game screen of the stats, he's like 60k hero damage for some reason, just out of nowhere. It doesn't say there. They tricked us.
Can I just... let me just comment, Puppy. Even though he spent 3rd most time dead in this game on all TIs, at the same time, he's been playing Ancient Apparition versus IO plus Tusk. That lane is incredibly difficult to stay alive in. He did feed a couple of times, but not nearly as many as I expected.
It's like a good amount of times too, because I think they were able to farm in the bottom lane way more than what I thought. OG had this really cool idea coming in. They tether the creep in, so it goes into the tower. You get Equilibrium versus a Morphing A, who's supposed to be a weak team, and sort of zone them out with Tusker IO. But Secret, they're able to just sort of... I don't know what happened. They just dominated the lane early and they were able to survive.
They used the tag team first time in the jungle to try and kill the AA, who instantly TPs to the lane, which prevents them from using that tag team in the lane itself, right, for a couple of extra seconds, which allows Matu to get more last hits on those first few waves. Earlier raid band, which translates into him being 15 last hits and like 8 denies in a couple of waves.
Yeah, it could have worked too if they had the tag team, because the lane did immediately push out. Like you were saying, I think when the Morphling pulled to the range creep, the creeps ran into tower, creep wave pushes out double waves, but then without the tag team, and then with Secret getting level 2 timing first, it meant that they could actually farm in the lane.
Right. So I know Dota 2 is a team game, right? There's 5 people on one team, and you guys have been totally promoting like all the players. But if you were to pick one person who would be the MVP of that match, who would it be, Lizard?
That's so difficult.
I think it's Matu.
Matu?
I think when I watch them team fight, something I like the most is when, of course, think about the positioning of their allies and how they can like move in a way that lets them team fight. One of the fights, like Sumail was on Matu, he wanted to like waveform away from his team because it'd be further, but he had the presence of mind to waveform always towards his team, and his always thinking of how to fight like that made them win that game, I think, in the end. Like, he let their timings work out because he would survive in situations where I don't think he should have.
Well, and it literally worked out in that fight, too. He waveformed into Puppey, who got the cold feet onto...
Yeah, Sumail came in like 200 range, and the cold feet proc just because Matu's wave...
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He goes the other way.
Exactly.
Sumail, he might have killed Matu. The game might have been completely different.
Just for the memes, can we say Monkey King as well? Honorary mention, just because of the ultimate orb and Orb of Corrosion. That's all he built.
No, his item build was genius.
Yeah,
I think
never
it's straight
see
genius.
Well, on the other hand, on OG's side, we have some superstars as well. Let's take a quick look at some of the stats for Sumail. This is like Sumail's joining OG, right? So we have the kill leaders for all time in TI, and Sumail is #1 there with 1,290 kills. Tell me, is that a lot, AUI?
I mean, it's the most.
Across all. I mean, yeah, but
So Sumail only started playing in TI 5.
Right.
So, I mean, I think Sumail is the best TI player of all time. I mean, he carried me into TI, so I might be a little biased.
Just a little bit biased.
Yeah, a little bit biased. I mean, Thompson has a 100% win rate, but in my eyes, like Sumail, over time, how he performs at TI is always some insane level of play. Like, I think Nisha, he went for top moon, and there was just a bear there. Like, why was Sumail there? He just killed him.
Right,
Like, that was one of the that was one of the plays that sort of snowballed the game in OG's advantage for a bit.
do you think that that is a result of their teamwork? I remember that when we were talking, you guys were talking about how OG is a very close-knit team. Like, did Invoker know to send Ember to the top side of the river by Roche so that Ursa would be there?
I'll just say that, yeah, definitely OG is a close-knit team, but it takes a special kind of a person, and Sumail is definitely that. He's extremely talented.
Yeah.
The equanimity that he possesses to just... If you remember DAC, when he went, 0-4 on Storm, and then came back into the game, that's what, 2014, 2015, he comes back, he was still a kid, 16 or something, and he comes back and just completely demolishes the enemy team. 90% of players would just steal it. That's not him, though.
Yeah, that's like a 100% instinct play to me. Like, I'm sure Sumail called that, and I think the reason he knows that Ember's about to remnant there is because he was a mid player.
Pengalamannya sih skripnya aja udah sangat tim gede.
Horrible it would be for the enemy carry to show
Itu kan
up
nggak lama
and
tapi
solo kill you there.
emang basically individualnya jago-jago aja. Di gabung saya siapa? Kacau. Kalau jago banget noket.
Just remember that there are a lot of other things.
Orang bilang sama dia.
One of the things is the secret shop, which is now open. You can visit it at www.theinternational.wearenations.com. So while you are watching this series, remember that you can also head over to the secret shop, check out the goods that are available for this TI, and now let's bring it back to the match. So now we have this game, right? Team Secret is down. Or sorry, Team Secret is up 1 game, OG is down 1 game. Now that OG is kind of on their back foot a little bit, do you think that we're going to see like those happy faces that we saw when they first got in the booth, when they were marveling at their portrait? Do you think that maybe this time they're going to revisit it and be like, serious time now? Or do you think that their ability to just kind of shrug it off and smile into the next match is one of their strengths?
I feel like they'll shrug it off, just because I don't know how you guys felt watching that game, but it didn't seem to me like OG was doing anything crazy wrong or anything like that, where, you know, like there were fights that were so close. There were fights that were so close to going one way or the other. And I feel like every fight was like 4 people on OG dying and then 3 people on Secret dying. It was never like just Secret completely wiping the floor with OG by any means. So if I'm OG, it's just like, all right, we'll just go in, we'll do another draft, see how she goes.
And if you know OG, they never falter.
Well, let's see how it looks as we bring out the teams once again for Game 2. Team Secret looking pretty, they look pretty much the same. same, right? Like, they look pretty serious. They look the same way when they were coming out for game one. OG, on the other hand, still looking like pretty upbeat, you know, hopping up the stairs.
Yeah, Sumail ran in there. Like he can't wait to play
You
another
can't
one.
phase Sumail. It's unfazable.
Let's take a quick look at OG's journey through the DPC.
Some big hits here with the DD rune. As 33, he'll fall. He's out of action. The Maledict though, and there's poison damage killing Thompson. Thompson's probably going to pop here. Off to the side, Saxon comes in with the stun. 9 trapped in by the Sprout. Thompson is still alive. He did indeed avoid that final bit of damage with the timing of the Remnant movement, making sure that hit came in whilst he was invulnerable.
I think in the first pick, he also dodged a little bit of as well when he did like the mini fire remnant, and then he saves that. That was a sick play by Thompson, keeping him alive. Very like 90% sure he dies to that mountain.
Absolutely.
And then that's going to be Humblegut grabbing up that Aegis. Stop forward, coming after Spartan. Down he goes. The rest of the side of Team Bright just running away. The roll forward, they'll get the Hex off. Focus, running, wants to get back into his base as fast as possible, wants nothing to do with the rest of this fight. Does end up stunning himself, but he's safely into the base. But you know who's not is going to be, of course, Stolmanen. And they're going a bit deep here. Trying to just get this kill onto Focus is on a step. All of them, they're just running in. Focus, is he going to make it out alive? Yes, they managed to go and keep him in, but it's not looking great here for SSA Spartan. He's trying to run. Wish is going to go down, though, as Spartan manages to get himself back. And oh my god, Ana, he wanted the fountain dive, and he's still alive.
It's just team fights are really not what they're looking for. They're looking for these like small little engagements like this.
Straight in.
Catch.
Very nice setup there with 2-man scatter blast down the Cookie's eye, trying to turn, gets the spear off onto Ana. Will manage to clip into the tree. Matsu's in, pounces forward. Has he got enough control? But the screen comes out. Ana will be saved here. There's no tail able to get Ana back to safety. Saxon just walks in, a finger to the face of Zai. As Zai falls yet again. OG to take another kill.
Oh, so close, Thompson.
2 HP, I saw it, you saw it, we all saw it. 2
Everything.
HP.
Strength tread.
Oh, it's 1! It was 1 HP!
It was
oh my goodness, 1 HP, ladies and gentlemen, take a print screen.
Okay. As the egg comes out, you can see the shard is already picked up by him, and ILTW with the meta focusing on Thompson. He's going to be able to get it as the egg goes off as well. Nice impale from Soxa, but a big epicenter onto 2. Down goes ILTW, a huge initiation from Seb. And that's going to cost them 3 and make it 4 with Kuroki dropping to the deck. And this is likely to be a full team wipe if they're able to get Miracle here. Seb is actually going to stay alive throughout all of this. What a crazy counter initiation, turning into an ultra kill for Sumail.
Ready to run up high ground and try and take this down. Skinner looking for an opening now. Get the meld out, 9, Winner's Curse, hoping to do something. The buyback comes from the Tidehunter. Arrow afterwards, but the BKB didn't get it out in time. Skinner, BKB runs forward, tries to bring down this Nyx assassin. It is not going to happen. Jump forward, there's the stun that they need. They take down Skinner, he buys back now. They keep on chasing it on this one. Thompson trying to find 9, he gets him. It's a godlike spree, they can't get anything. As 1 by 1, all of Thundra falls, OG doesn't even die, and GG is called. OG are going back to TI to defend their title.
OG did place 5th and 6th in Season 1 and Season 2, not qualifying for either major, Singapore Major or the NA Major. But they are still the defending champions 2-year TI champions, and now they are down a game against Team Secret.
What
On the
does
other hand, Team
DPC mean?
Secret having a maybe less than satisfactory DPC run as well.
DPC.
They are proving that they deserve to be here and that their major experience translates into
Dota Pro League or
TI
something.
experience as well. Gentlemen,
I
what are
can
we
look it
expecting
up.
to see coming into Game 2? Do you think that there's going to be an adjustment in the way that
Yeah,
they
Dota
play?
Pro
Do
Circuit,
you think
yes.
that maybe
Dota Pro
there's a
Circuit,
chance for better timing
That's what it was,
capitalization?
yeah.
What are we going to see?
I don't think Secret will change a lot. Like if you listen to Puppy and how he thinks about this game, he always says the same thing. If you are correct, you win. If you're wrong, you lose. That's it. I believe he believes that he's correct at the moment, and the first game definitely.
I really want to know what they write on those papers when they bring it to TI.
Probably just like placebo to scare the enemy. Seb's meme papers.
Yeah,
They might have some like notes about crafting or something. You know that. Because I feel like they have several different, like totally different strategies for drafting, and they kind of see that they probably like just put out some drafts immediately when they see some picture bans. Like, okay, they picked this, and we cannot play this and this draft at all, so we'll pick from the other drafts.
Their brains, man. Their brains are so big.
But the papers are for like, there's only so much you want to remember, and you don't have to remember that much if you put it on a paper. You know?
OG's turn to ban.
Because there's way too much to remember in general already, even for the big brain TI champions. They probably also have notes about the drafts of the enemy and like their common heroes.
10
I really want
seconds
to see a
remaining.
third true sight for OG.
Yeah.
5 seconds OG's turn to ban. Team Secret's turn to ban.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
There's like a small part of me that doesn't want OG to actually win this tournament, but like to go do well at least.
You talking to me?
Like I would like it to go like OG goes to grand final, but some underdog team would actually take this
5
role.
seconds remaining.
This would be really fantastic.
Actually, Seb actually said on
OG's
his
turn
episode
to
that
pick.
I'm from Finland. Yep.
Philippines.
And you?
Ooh. Have you
Oh, no, whatever.
Have you seen the
10
episode
seconds
that
remaining.
OG released in their YouTube channel about Seb?
Team
Yeah, I saw that
Secret's
one.
turn to pick.
Yeah, do you remember him saying that if he wins this TI, he will retire?
Yeah, I mean, I think Thompson's probably gonna retire as well, no matter what. Focus on the family and all that.
This is one of the reasons that I don't want them.
10 seconds remaining.
I want them to win, but there's a part of me that don't want them to win.
5 seconds remaining.
My perspective is more like about the general,
Team
like
Secret's
how it
turn
benefits
to
the
pick.
entire esports scene. Because if there's a 3 wins in a row team, it might be that record never gets broken, you know, and like way too much of the biggest prize pool in esports history goes to one team. It's also not good for the scene.
10 seconds remaining. OG.
But then again, we are seeing like most of the players in TI are like other TI champions from previous years. I would like to see like more new blood in the scene, new players and all that.
The only problem is if OG doesn't
10
win,
seconds remaining.
people will be shit posting on OG. Oh, I thought you were the greatest.
5
team,
seconds
blah, blah, blah.
remaining.
Yeah, I mean there will be shitposting no matter what happens. That's for sure. I mean they'll say it's a third fluke if they win.
Third fluke.
Okay. This looks totally different, but we got the ET, which I like.
Ooh.
They have Enchantress, which I don't like.
OG's turn to ban.
Monkey King.
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, even I didn't like the first game because I couldn't follow the movement of the enemy. Like skills were just throwing everywhere.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
and there were like 8 heroes with blink daggers and
5 seconds
morphling and the Earthshaker chunks and everything. It was
Team Secret's turn to ban.
Yep, I'm gonna go get a snack. Be right back.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to
F3 and Protector, give it to me.
OG's turn to battle.
This warrior.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban.
What do they mean by triangle? They were referring to something like triangle.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Sorry, I didn't hear
seconds
you.
remaining.
Were you asking about
OG's
triangle?
turn to ban.
Yeah, triangle.
Triangle is usually the area on the map where the ancient creeps are in both sides. There's like 3 camps that form a triangle sort of.
Near the
It's a very defensible area in general and has the highest farm because of the ancient
10
creeps.
seconds remaining.
near the secret shop. Is that
Yeah,
5
yeah, on both
seconds
sides. Yeah.
remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Reta. 你这么菜，你的队友不会这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
This is gonna be interesting.
10 seconds.
I mean, Kings is very punishable in my opinion, but it also goes the other way around.
5
If
seconds.
you eat like a huge creep, you can like have so much health that Kings looks very squishy, but it might take all the RPs and whatever, he just doesn't die.
the first skill of Blinks is area, right? It's not target.
Most likely. Not necessarily. I mean, it's definitely a Dobson Hoodwink, I would say. And Sumari Klinks. So if it's like a Saxon Monkey King, no Tether to Titan, it could be a Seb Legion. But it could also be very different. It could be Seb on Other Titan and Legion on No Tail. Or even like Saxa Hoodwink and Monkey too. Or even Dobson Klinks. It could be anything, honestly. They should be just waiting until the Secret picks their heroes and then choose theirs.
The first skill of Klinks is area, right? It's not target.
Yeah, you just place it in a direction and then
Finger, choose your hero.
there it comes.
Oh, Tinker.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
I'm dead.
Normally.
10 seconds remaining.
How they showed Dundee at the beginning of the introduction, like. Dundee? No, they had the previous TI champions lineup.
Yeah, they did. It was funny to see 4 OG players in there.
Yeah.
It sucks at just watching through Twitch. Like Sumer for the EG and for some reason, I don't know why Thompson was there sort of, like, he could have been just no-tail handing it to Seb for the 2 TIs they have, but no-tail was just standing there because Thompson gave it to Seb.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
It was really nostalgic to see Dundee and Poppy standing next together.
True. Total number of trees destroyed.
Prepare for battle.
They don't destroy that many trees, do they? Yeah. I say 0 to 50. There are some stuff like Skewer. The powers of destroy some still. Predictions.
Oh, 5 LC.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
30 seconds to battle.
Proper skacks.
The battle begins.
Normally.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
No, you don't.
Not for the likes of you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not for you.
我不理解，我不理解。
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Sorry about that.
That was so close.
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Smart money.
You dare not.
Where are you going?
Yeah, about that.
Let's take the replay. I don't know what the hell killed this F3. There's absolutely nothing in there.
Your time here is long past, Titan. Sleep now, people.
Look to your own. Unorthodox, but effective.
Everything should go okay.
bounty which my matriarch will prize.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
How did you? I faced down a volcano. What made you think you?
Maybe my finger got twitchy.
We're being too reckless. Right.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
你这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？Bounty.
Smart money.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
More serious than uploady poachers today, huh, Carson? But I'll handle it just the same.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's mad. Is it worth your life to try for my own?
Haste!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ever seen someone bleed out in a knit?
She's kind of outdrafting themselves here again. Line up on Secret is so simple.
$13.90 HP, like he's killable.
Just a little bit of a tease onto Zebit, nothing else to come his way. OG, they're going to try and hit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Righteous reward.
old-fashioned skill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sume doesn't even have a TP out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
I think that would be pretty bad trick bags.
I mean, the Tinker does so much work.
Most team fights, the drink doesn't do anything. Option could have gone for the Invoker again. It was a good matchup for Tinker, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's no... this lineup can never work. Thing is, their only continuous damage is Gleeks that basically gets online at level 25.
I'm breaking too careless, man. They're so careless.
Really, Diglett has so easy cores. They are fat and they fight early and they do continuous damage. They can always fight.
Like Topson is just beating us.
This is it. There's no damage.
Radiant's bottom
Topson
tower
could have
is
done
under
something
attack.
if he had any fun, but it's not enough. It's never gonna be enough.
Hopefully they can claw their way out of loser's bracket.
There's that second chance, but then you cannot lose a single series.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And final stage.
They really need to go all out.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
They don't do anything about this. How can you come back with this guy? Like they can force madness. So hard to come back with this.
He alive in a fight, which they don't, but if they could keep him alive and get like a free Sumail barrage on it, some people could die, but they have so much easy stuff to counter that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
The
has
only
fallen.
thing that will deal much damage
But he needs like level 25 to keep doing it. He only has the barrage now. And it's not enough to kill Amatsu, because Matu always has enrage for it.
I think this would be better if they did position 3 LC. Like, it would be much better.
Yeah, something like maybe Grand Protector and Phoenix. Something crazy like that.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, at this point, this is the way that they want.
He has come back from worse, but not in a lineup like this.
It's working!
I think this is really hard to come back.
Not actually false. 600 gold. What option?
It's not that interesting.
I think that should be a good thing. If they can kill another one, it should be better.
Gotcha!
Unexpected. Consider yourself.
My sprites are way up.
Well, yeah, that's a bingo.
I really don't like the graph for this.
Oh, he fucks up. Absolutely nuts. They already scouted. It's really gonna happen.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They rock the stump of a brash of bone.
Dire are scared. Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Despair burns immortal in me.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Of a brash of bone.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The page is at least bad. They lose everything for the ages.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Stops on really the level 13 at this point. There's still RP and skewer. Good fight option.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Right to witness.
Dobson has a tough time to stay.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's the RP. Yes. It's here. It's over. They made it look like a fight, but it's never gonna be.
Radiant's middle tower.
It went way closer than I ever expected. But...
And 457.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Wow.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Death wanders
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
probably take their lives too. I finally met my
Team Secret victory!
See you later, boys.